He's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Freak subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Freak in at point guard. Smith is out there with Thornton. Then it's Harden. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Defense better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Harden outside. There's the pass to Freak. Unloads. They get the rebound. Smith. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Drummond. Here is Jennings. He had 19 points in the win against Boston. Picked by Bargnani. It's Jennings with the drive. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Ty Lawson, he's checked in for the Rockets. And the free throw, no good. Rockets trail by 3. 1:41 left to play in the first. Here's Freak. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. The Pistons have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Jennings kicks to Johnson. Pass to Bargnani. Excellent defense there from Smith. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the loss to Milwaukee.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own head, just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Pass to Bargnani. Smith with the defensive effort.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Freak with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Expanding his range. And it's Freak missing. Pistons leading by 5. Outside Jennings. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. And, guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Checked in for Aaron Baines. Arthur comes in for Johnson. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Meeks. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Moniunas comes in for Smith. James Harden, he's checked in for Marcus Thornton. And Freak subbed in for Ty Lawson. And so in the game for the Rockets, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Then there's Moniunas. Then it's Freak, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot. Jackson drives in. Here's Caldwell-Pope. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 5th assist in this one. Freak with it. Jackson on him. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Man, I like their approach to the game right now. There's tremendous aggression on both ends, putting the onus on the officials.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good from Freak. Here's Caldwell Pope. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Celtics in Boston. He feeds it to Jackson. Bargnani sets the screen for Jackson. Out to the right wing. Jacks up a three. Ariza with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And a wide open look for Freak. The Rockets with another miss. The Pistons shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Jackson kicks to Arthur. Harden grabs the miss. Harden's got his third rebound tonight. Dishes to Ariza. Good. Ariza's got 4 points this quarter.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Outside Jackson. He kicks to Drummond. Ariza with the rebound. Houston in the lead. Feeds to Harden. Fires the three, and he gets it to go. Harden's got 12 in the game.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Jackson passes to Bargnani. Looking to end the run. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Now here's Freak, guarded by Jackson. Harden dishes to Moniunas. Detroit with the rebound. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
An East-West showdown. Only one of 2 games between these squads.
And because of that, the time is now to seize control of the matchup. We'll see who strikes first.
The Pistons have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9. Free throw good, Drummond. For the Pistons, Johnson comes in for Jarrell Arthur. And it's Jennings in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And then for Houston, Howard's checked in for Moniunas. Smith. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good... The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Houston making some changes. Capella's checked in, and Freak subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Jackson and Caldwell-Pope, the guards. Marcus Morris is out there with Arthur. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Detroit right now. The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Jackson kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Arthur passes to Caldwell-Pope. Out to Morris, but 3. Can't get it to go.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Here's Freak for the lead. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
So he comes up empty at the line. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Morris, no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And the basket by Harden.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Now here's Jackson. He's guarded closely. Out to the right wing. Drummond dishes to Morris. On the wing, Jackson. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set when you set those screens, or they're going to call that on you.
So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. This win sets a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before, but it never gets old. A textbook example of making play after play to lead the way. How'd you feel about his performance, Kenny?
That was the James Harden we've come to know and love. A player that brings nothing but fear to players that have to guard him. I've said this for a while now. He's the best one-on-one player in the NBA. And even if it's not a one-on-one situation, even if you throw the kitchen sink at him, he still gets the job done. It's the confidence, the drive, and the spirit that makes James Harden a superstar.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
Keep you up to date on the road to the finals. Vote on your top plays of the week and, of course, give you a chance at some VC and 2K TV Interactive. NBA 2K TV, we crown a winner of the My Park Championship and reveal the brand new Hang with NBA All-Star.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Philadelphia 76ers. For Philadelphia, they come into this game following a loss to San Antonio. They suffered a blowout loss, trying to leave that one in the rear view and focus on the game at hand. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college. Jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave. Financial responsibility, just getting tired. In my case, the Hack of Shaq was created. I was getting beat up too much, and I heard my main man Dick Vitale say if Shaq leaves, he'll be the #1 pick. So I didn't want to go back, get hurt, and possibly drop.
Yeah, because you could have been #2 if you stayed a year. I'll tell you. But, this guy, Freak, because if you would have played in that era with Freak, I don't know, Shaq. This guy, he left school early, but he is something unique, different. But I thought bringing his skills to the NBA was big because that helps refine your game a little bit. He's ready. This guy was ready, Shaq.
I have an announcement. You know why he plays so well?
Why?
I'm his father.
This is 2K Sports, broadcasting from Houston, Texas, as the Rockets take it to the hardwood. Looking at the last game for the Houston Rockets, it was a win against the Pistons in Detroit. And that was a close call. They pulled it out with the win and just 2 points at that. But it wasn't easy.
I thought it was really a tremendous game. I mean, they did everything that was.
Ellis checked in. Smith comes in for Monty Eunice. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Mr. Clutch in for Patrick Beverley. Taking a look at the 76ers, the lengthy duo of Noel and Embiid down low. Then there's Grant, and it's Mayo in at the shooting guard.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Grant with a screen on Thornton. Mayo drives in. The shot is off. Good D by Harden.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
The 76ers trail by 9. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
There's Mr. Clutch.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
On the wing, Harden. Just 5 to shoot. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Harden's got 10 points.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
And the rejection by Smith. Harden with it. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Detroit.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Here's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Mayo. Here's Mr. Clutch. No good from outside. The 76ers trail by 11. Shot to stop the drought, and that one's good.
Timeout charge.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for the Rockets Power Dancers.
Let's check out some numbers here for James Harden. Coming off a terrific season. 7 assists and 6 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Absolutely. I mean, he has those real natural scoring instincts. The ability to find creases in the defense, just fantastic.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Noel, a screen on Lawson. Down low. And it's Noel missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Lawson drives in, pass to Mr. Clutch. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. And the Rockets lead by 13.
And no doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
It certainly is working. They're finding the open lanes to the hoop and owning this game early.
Another miss by Philadelphia.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
To the paint, here's Embiid, and he dunks it down.
Well, he's back and playing in front of his hometown, and it's such a rush of adrenaline when that happens. So you're going to be dealing with friends and family, asking for tickets, but the chance to come back to play where it all started and put on a show for the people you grew up with, there's not much more that's better in terms of motivation.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Grant against Thornton. Here's Mayo, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
James Harden, he's checked in for Capella. Mr. Clutch comes in for Marcus Thornton. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Ty Lawson. Taking a look at the 76ers. Smith is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Okafor. Then there's Carl Landry. And it's Grant in at the 3 spot.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
The 76ers trail by 17. Pick by Okafor. Here's Covington. Shot from 16. Another miss by Philadelphia. Here's Mr. Clutch, covered by Smith.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his second.
With the break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. In second, the Rockets. The 76ers third.
So many second chance opportunities for both of these clubs a season ago, and they really took advantage.
Both free throws good for Mr. Clutch. And a new beginning here, if you will, for Freak. Changed the front of his jersey, and he's looking to have a first.
Whirlwind when you move from one team to another, Kevin, but Freak certainly has the talent to hopefully be able to work smoothly through it. He knows he's got to stay focused on the court, and he has shown the ability to do that.
Covington with the bucket.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Grant against Harden. Out to the right wing. Howard, the pass to Mr. Clutch. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. And that's now 10 points for Freak.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Beverly against Smith. Okafor with the screen on Beverly. Smith kicks to Okafor, and stolen by Howard. Beverly against Landry. Here's Harden, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
What a performance from Harden here. 10 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's gotten today have been just electric.
That free throw good from Harden. Harden hits them both. Here's Smith. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Pick by Okafor. Here's Covington. And the shot falls short this time.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
The 76ers trail by 20. Smith outside. Takes a shot at the elbow, and he gets it to go. Smith's got his first 2 points of the night.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Smith the pass to Mr. Clutch. Another miss by Houston.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
And that is good. Smith's got 4 points this quarter.
Timeout charge to Houston.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the...
Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Rockets.
Get into them on the perimeter. Post. Rotate
And we've
over
reached
and make your
halftime in this...
presence felt. Things are soft.
Okay.
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second half. They look absolutely helpless out there to contain our low-post offense. And the more that continues in the second half, the more beat up and dejected they're going to be. On a good note, our passing has been very smooth. You set each other up with some really nice assists. That's strong team basketball. Let's keep it up. And now listen, let's keep the ball moving in the third quarter. And
All right, Houston, coming onto the court are your
And now the third quarter has to get going. An exceptional performance so far. Mr. Clutch, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. Rockets leading by 10. Modi Eunice and Howard the post pair. Mr. Clutch out there with Patrick Beverly. And it's Harden in at the 3. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Philadelphia's shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Okafor with the screen on Beverly. Off the pick. And then Okafor slams it in.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
There's the feed to Covington. Now, here is Smith. To the paint. Here's Landry. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Monty Eunice has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Can't get it to go. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And they put up a goose egg last year when they played this team twice.
And you look back at those games, just a one-sided affair between them.
Okay, time now for an injury report.
With the way he is struggling to move, it looks to be a lower back strain. That's a bitter pill for them to swallow at such an early stage of the season. It really changes the look of this entire team, guys.
All right, Doris, we will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
And you know what? He could have a long road ahead in terms of getting back on the court. But one thing we all know, he's never been shy of hard work.
No, he's not. I mean, he'll be doing everything he can to make it back as soon as possible.
Smith kicks to Landry. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Too open that time, made it look too easy. And that's now 18 points for James Harden.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Smith dishes to Landry. The 76ers with another miss.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
The floater, no good. Smith with the defensive effort. The 76ers trail by 12. In the corner, Mayo with it. High, arcing shot. Tries again. He lays it in. Mayo's got his third basket of the night right there.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Beverly. Some last season stats for him. Put up 8 points per game. 5 assists.
It's also changing it up. Capella's checked in, and it's Mr. Clutch in for James Harden. Lawson defending. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Houston.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
He hits the second from the line. Rockets leading by 12. Passes it to Mr. Clutch. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
I love the offensive execution on that possession.
It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. 32 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Baseline jumper. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. So the 76ers, their last game, a loss to the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing.
Once they got spiraling downward, there seemed to be no way to get out of it. All their offense went to pot.
A nice shot by Howard.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
It's blocked. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Rockets lead by 11. And we'll be back with you right after this. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. For the Rockets, Smith checked in for Howard. Decker comes in for Marcus Thornton. And it's Mr. Clutch in for James Harden. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Noel is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Ish Smith. Then there's Okafor, and it's Mayo in at the shooting guard position. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
All right, man. Well, I hope you watch the replay later.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Landry. Henry.
23 seconds left in the game. Another miss by Philadelphia. And here's Houston. Here's Mr. Clutch, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Lawson's against Smith. So we see Houston taking the W here. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith.
Keep you up to date on
Welcome to live practice. This is where you can improve for your next game. Complete the 2 scheduled drills and then feel free to shoot around with your teammates. Be sure to explore the gym for additional ways to earn extra rewards.
All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. All right, let's wrap it up. Feel free to hang around and take some shots. And don't forget, meet in the film room at noon.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson, and trick-or-treating door-to-door with me tonight are Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Happy Halloween, everybody. It's very
Trick-or-treat, give me something good to eat.
And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from Oakland as the Warriors go up against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, a win tonight would make it 3 victories in their first 4 games of the season. That would be a nice little run to start the year. And the ghouls and goblins are out as we're hosting here on Halloween night. Oh, that is very scary, Shaq. I see you decided not to dress for the occasion.
Well, when you're 7 feet and as sexy as I am, you don't need a costume. Plus, I took my kids trick-or-treating before I came here. Ernie, father duties.
Wow. I just remember the worst trick that I ever got in the bag.
Trick in the bag?
Trick-or-treat. Yeah, it was the worst
trick in the bag.
The worst trick in the bag I've ever got. I opened up the candy.
Yo, Freak, what's up?
What's up, man? Good to see you.
How's the family? CC good?
Yeah, she's good. They're all good. Nice knowing you have family to have your back all the time.
For sure. Got to keep the support system in place. Makes a big difference over a long season. Good luck tonight, man.
Thanks, man. Hey, you know we're taking this one, right?
Not a chance, Freak.
We're wearing our costumes. We hope you are too. Happy Halloween as 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg. In for Bogut. Harrison Barnes comes in for Draymond Green. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And Ian Clark subbed in for Klay Thompson. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Monte Eunice comes in for Josh Smith. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Mr. Clutch in for Patrick Beverley. Taking a look at the Rockets. Mr. Clutch, he's in at the point. Monte Eunice out there with Brewer. Then it's Thornton. And it's Capella in at the center position. Rockets trail by 16. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And Brooks, here we go. And he lays it straight in. Brooks has got 9.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4 or 5.
Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against Memphis.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. Sinks the triple. He's got 12.
Couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
To the middle, here's Ezeli, and it's good, assisting on the play with Brooks.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Rush's shot is off.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Fires from deep. They get it again. Here's Ezeli, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, a great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Warriors leading by 16. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin, a moment ago, Steve Kerr and I were able to chat. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup, their first look at this team so far this season. He said they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking a great deterrent inside. Kevin?
Great stuff, Doris. Thanks. That's a mantra we're going to hear, I think, a lot from coaches. Defense first.
You know, we always do, but it really rings true with this group. When they get all 5 guys keyed in at the defensive end, I think they make things very difficult for the opponent.
Yeah, and I think every single possession is going to be a battle in this one. That's what I'm expecting anyway.
Both free throws good for Mr. Clutch. 1:44 left in the first quarter. Brooks outside to the inside. It's taken away by Brewer, and they're moving it up. Capella with the bucket. Capella's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, sloppy D there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Extremely untidy on the defensive end. I mean, when he gets it in that close, that's an easy bucket.
Feeds it to Ezeli. Brooks outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Here's Clark. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Rockets trail by 12. Shot from the wing. And it's Thornton again missing.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Brooks, the pass to Rush. His three-pointers off the mark. Houston's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. No good from Mr. Clutch.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Brooks misses.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
It could go. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. The Warriors on top, up by 12. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And here's Freak on the importance of preparing for games. You know, Clark, is there anyone that really doubts the importance? Let's look here for the Warriors. Azili's checked in for Bogut. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. Brandon Rush is checked in for Thompson. And Brooks subbed in for Ian Clark. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Brewer comes in for Moniunas. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Mr. Clutch in for Patrick Beverly.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot for a great shot. Let the game come to you. We're forcing the issue too much.
This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. The Warriors, number 1.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
Lets it go from 14. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Mr. Clutch.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And Brooks, here we go. That's good from 17 feet away. Brooks has got 14 points.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Brooks covering. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. Defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career